What's up, everybody? It is me, Goddess of Magi, and we're going to talk about the new moon. As I say, folks, better late than never. We have 4 weeks of energy coming from this new moon in Gemini, and we do have some brief readings at the end of the video. But again, I don't usually do videos for the new moon, but this one was a little bit special. So let's talk. We are right in the peak of retrograde season, and things are not loosening up until the end of the year. But the great thing about it is you can rely, at least on the next 2 weeks here, on this energy from the new moon to kind of carry us into a new focus. All right. There's new information, new ideas, new insights that are coming about, and it is our job to take that information and apply it to our lives by looking at our rising sign, seeing where the moon is falling in our charts. We're also going to talk about a few aspects that are kind of associated with this energy. This is what this is what makes it so special to me. So these aspects are here to remind us of a specific focus, a specific intention moving forward here in the coming weeks. Now, this energy is going to continue to build and grow until the full moon, which I believe is happening June 14th. I was about to say the 15th. So June 14th is when we're going to have that full moon coming at you. And I believe that full moon is going to be in Sagittarius. So with that being said, you're going to want to focus on manifesting from yesterday, which was the new moon, all the way through until June 14th of the full moon. That's when we're going to release our intentions and release our goals and dreams and manifestations in order to bring them to fruition, right? Just a little witchy tip in there for those of you that practice. For those of you who don't, let's get back to the astrology. Okay, so this new moon is happening in 9 degrees of Gemini, and it is affecting all the mutable signs the most. So which are the mutable signs? Well, you have Gemini, you have Sagittarius, you have Virgo, and you have Pisces. So we're all feeling this energy even more so if we have personal planets close to that 9 degrees, okay? Again, new moon represents new beginnings, anything new. Something that is just beginning, literally. A new start, a fresh start, whichever way you want to paint it. New. That is what the new moon is all about. With it being in Gemini, the focus is on communication, on ideas, insights, learning, education, short distance travel, your car, your siblings, your neighbors, your close friends. So needless to say, there is a lot cracking with this, right? Now, I mentioned what the new moon in Gemini means, but let's talk about the aspects that make this so significant for me and why I kind of want to jump into it with you. Also, it is my birthday weekend and we are partaking in Bloody Marys. Yes, we are. All right, down the hatch. The moon is sextiling Mars and Jupiter, which happen to be conjunct in Aries. All right. Now, depending on where that falls in your chart, there's going to be more action on different ideas associated with these houses. It's not just thinking about it anymore. It is direct action, implementing action where you can. All right. This is also a burst of energy, a burst of initiative and insight, even intuition, depending on the house that it seems to be touching for you. But it's lots of energy. It is, it doesn't help that we're also in Mercury retrograde, which I always caution people to stay away from manifesting new things when the planets are retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde, because it deals with what? Communication, ideas, insights. And with it being in retrograde, it's going to cause some obstacles, but because this is such a powerful new moon, possibly the most powerful new moon of all of 2022. And so there's going to be some restriction coming in because Mercury retrograde is squaring Saturn. Saturn rules over Capricorn. It represents restriction, rules, boundaries, government, structures, systems, all that type of fun stuff, right? Not just hard work and discipline as well, but we will get into that because wherever Mercury retrograde is falling in your chart with that Saturn square, you're going to have negative thoughts, maybe even over aggressive behavior or thoughts coming out because of this tension, this painful aspect to Saturn, okay? This is also something where you're going to need to channel this negativity into something constructive. You'll need to discipline those thoughts, i.e. discipline yourself. You're going to need to channel that into work. Channel that into something constructive that you can build for the long term, whether it's a project, whether it is something to do with your kids. Make sure that you are channeling any type of negative energy that seems to be kind of popping out around this time, okay? And this negative energy, depending on your chart, you'll see it manifest in different ways. Issues dealing with the home, issues dealing with education, money, children, co-workers. So again, you want to keep that in mind. Like if you're experiencing those tensions, it's a call to kind of redirect that negative energy into something constructive. Now, Mercury is also trining Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, first of all, Pluto, power issues, transformation, new beginnings. And this is really getting an opportunity to dive deeper into where this falls in your chart. So we know it's in Capricorn. So where is Capricorn in your chart? This is where you're going to get an opportunity to dig deeper, to investigate more, to bring truth to the light on various situations. And it's very, again, transformation. That's the best thing that I could tell you because it is so regenerative. It sucks sometimes, the truth and the information that Capricorn can bring, but in the long run, it's worth it. All right, guys. So now we have those aspects, okay? The new moon is also floating around the how do you say them? Hyades? Hyades? I don't know how to say it, but it's a cluster of stars. And one of the most important stars in this cluster here in Taurus, we're not going to talk about the precession of the equinoxes, okay? Just know that the new moon is in Gemini, even though it appears to be in Taurus. Again, precession of the equinoxes. I'm going to need you to look that up on your own time. It's a thing. That's why people were like, oh, astrology is not real. Oh, but it is. So anyway, this cluster of stars happens to be home to one of the brighter stars called Aldebaran. I hope I'm close, okay? Because they have all these fancy terms and everything. I don't say this. So it's a guess. All right. This energy is very Mars-like. So remember before I talked about action being directed into a certain direction, into a certain path. With Saturn, we want to have it be constructive action. But with the moon sextiling Mars and Jupiter in Aries, there is a call for action, a call to kind of put some of these thoughts and ideas that you've been sitting on or marinating about into action. Okay. With this planetary energy of Aldebaran, this is going to bring luck and money, and especially in war. And we all know what is happening over with the Ukraine and Russia. So yes, this is something that can also alleviate some tensions. I will keep my personal political views on war out of the video, but just know, no matter who gets hit the hardest, war makes money. It always has. It always will. That's just kind of the thing. So yes, with this planet here, I believe it's a planet. I don't think that it's not a planet. Is it a planet? It's got to be a planet. It's definitely a star. All right, let's not call it a planet. I go back and forth, but this star is bringing luck and fortune where it's falling in your chart. So for new moon in Gemini happening at 9 degrees, you want to look to see where that 9 degrees of Gemini is falling in your chart. Mine happens to be falling in the 11th house, which is completely appropriate for everything that's going on in my life. Now, let's get to the readings. Aries, this is happening in your third house, okay? Third house is ruled by Gemini. So you're definitely going to have new beginnings, new insights, new opportunities for travel. You might even get a new car at this time. You might have new neighbors move in. You might start to build better associations, stronger bonds with friends. Maybe you once considered them acquaintances. They become actual friends in your life. And this is a time for learning, okay? So whether you are training or doing some research on the internet or going to a free workshop, academy, something, this is the time to absorb information. So if you're thinking about investing some time into learning, furthering your education in some way, especially when it comes to practical skills that you can use, then I would definitely say do it. Now is the time to do it. This could be new beginnings in media, in marketing, okay, in communications with your fellow employees, your communications as far as your job, your position go. This is also reaping some sort of career benefit because of how this is aspecting the Pluto trine with Mercury, okay? There could be new information coming to you. So whether you actually go out of your way to learn something new, you're learning something new regardless. It's going to come in the form of insights or information. This information can come from a friend. It could come from a sibling, a neighbor, okay? So you have to kind of put your ear to the ground and pay attention to what people are trying to tell you right now, because there could be information coming from close sources that will help benefit you. Taurus, the new moon is happening in your second house. All right, so you might be learning more about yourself, learning more about what you value as a person. Maybe you're starting to take your diet a little bit more seriously. Your health, what you're putting into your body, might now be a concern. This is also something with new information or new insights, new beginnings coming with how you make your money, okay, income. There could be a flux of income as well. Different income sources might be coming to light, being aspected by Pluto and with the I'm not even going to try to I'm not even going to try to say that star's name, because we're just going to call it Aldi, okay? A-L-D-E, Aldi. That is not how it's spelled, but that's how the first few letters go. With Aldi here aspecting the new moon, aspecting your house of finance, literally of income, self-made income. So there could be new ideas coming about how you can generate more income. And this is probably a time where you're going to start to open yourself up to the outside world and maybe show people some ideas you have for making money, maybe a new business idea, something to that effect, because again, it can generate more money, right, in your personal house of income. Gemini, this is happening in your first house. So new beginnings across the board. I have a Gemini sun. Cheers to that. And this is, I mean, from how you feel about yourself to the way you feel about others, to how you feel about home and family, mental health, physical health, everything is going to be on your mind. Gemini, oh my God. Listen, I am a Gemini sun, not a Gemini rising, but I can feel it. I am definitely more motivated. I'm more focused. I am just trying to start new things and you know, just engage with the current energies to make the most and manifest the most out of the current energies that are manifesting and playing out in the universe, right? So Gemini, there could be issues with travel. There could be issues with legalities or maybe contracts of some sort. Especially with Mercury retrograde, you're going to want to make sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's when it comes to contracts, when it comes to negotiations. It's just a bad time to sign anything that is going to affect you long term. So maybe when it comes to signing contracts, you kind of take a step back, wait until Mercury retrograde passes, and then think about it, you know, when you have a clearer mindset, when you know exactly what you want to do and how to move forward. Cancer, this is happening in your 12th house. I have Cancer rising. So you might be open to exploring more things and committing to more things pertaining to the occult or to your spiritual self, the internal self, right? Maybe not things that you want to discuss with everybody. This is something that you are working on for yourself. And if you are just now starting to maybe explore specific spiritual paths, yada, 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 you might also be thinking about networking with more spiritual people, or well, more people on that same spiritual path to help you do what you need to do and integrate yourself fully into experiencing this new perspective. This new internalized spiritual perspective. You could be also working on something new regarding behind the scenes. Okay, this could be new information, a new project, new insight on something, dealing with not putting your fucking business on Front Street, right? Dealing with behind the scenes. Not everybody knows, right? Sorry, I was getting a call. But yes, so if you're not working behind the scenes, maybe you're working more in your subconscious, maybe your dreams are becoming more vivid. There are messages coming through your dreams as well with this new moon here, leading you to things that are going to benefit you longer, okay, in the long run. So pay attention to your dreams because some of those new insights could be coming from there as well. Leos, this is happening in your 11th house. This is groups and organizations and all of your associates and your buddies. This is the house of hopes and dreams, higher goals. Okay, this is the house of fortune. So this can bring some new opportunities, especially depending on how you network and how you work with other people. This is the time for you to really focus on group projects, mutual shared interests, mutual goals, and this can also bring an opportunity for travel. Okay? Cheers, Leos. But there could be, with all of this external drive, ambition that you are now dealing with, there could be some restriction coming from the home, coming from a partner. This could even be a business partner who you already started a project with, and maybe you have to put it on hold, or some sort of miscommunication happens where you're starting additional projects, and this is leading to tensions with current partners, either romantic or business. All right. And you also want to be careful with any contracts that you're dealing with, especially with current partners, not necessarily new business partners, but current business partners. Be careful of any alterations to contracts dealing with romantic partners as well. With this affecting your house of relationships as well, there could be less support, okay? So you might have the best intentions and might think about, doing things on your own, but you're going to really start to see who's supporting you and who's not because of this crazy tension that these other aspects, this square is having, okay? Oh, that's a herb. I thought it was a bug. Almost. Whoop. Okay. Virgo, this is happening in your 10th house. So you're going to see new beginnings with career. This is actually one of the better readings. You're going to see new beginnings, new insights, new ideas when it comes to career, and you're really going to receive possibly more recognition. Your reputation is going to grow, especially if you've been building your reputation for a while. There's going to be new information about you, about what you're doing. Your name will come up in the career realm, which can lead to more opportunities, more money, a promotion. Okay. There could have been a delay coming from the career house, okay, the 10th house. And now that this new moon has occurred, it's lightening that pressure. So obstacles and obstructions are either invisible or dissipating. They're moving out of the way to prepare you to move forward. Again, this is a very action-oriented new moon, even though it's in Gemini. So you want to make sure that you are putting your energy into shit that is going to be worthwhile in the long run. Because again, 10th house is ruled by Capricorn/Saturn. So hard work pays off. Don't fuck it up now, basically. If you're getting any financial support from outside people in any way, whether it is a loan, a grant, investors, whatever, if there's any outside support on any goal that you have or anything that you're doing, you need to read the fine print. Okay? You do not want to jack yourself up thinking it is one thing because you didn't read the fine print, and now you're stuck trying to figure it out. So Make sure you're going through, again, you have 2 weeks to work with the energy of the new moon. So Virgo, 10th house of career, one of the best places where this new moon can be falling, okay? So good luck with that, guys. All right. Libra, this is happening in your 9th house. This is furthering your education. Less training for a skill set, okay? And more so in-depth education, continuing education in some way, so maybe you have your bachelor's and you decide to go back for your master's or what have you. But there's good news coming when it comes to education, when it comes to learning something new, especially if it is something in the spiritual realm, or higher education where you're actually getting some sort of certification, some sort of degree in that field, because this is aspecting your 9th house. There could be new information from a teacher or a spiritual advisor, a mentor, okay, that you're going to need to pay attention to because it's going to help you down the line. So this new insight, like I said, can also be coming from a spiritual source, not necessarily from a textbook or a class. There could also be news regarding travel. Maybe you were supposed to go somewhere, it didn't happen, it's happening now, or maybe something's completely changed within your travel plans. Maybe the time that you're going away is less or extended, So there's going to be some sort of information floating around there with some sort of travel plans as well. Because you're going to be focused on furthering your education, aligning yourself with partnerships and mentors and teachers and stuff like that, perhaps even traveling to see them, some of the things that you do for fun and for hobbies might be paused on the back burner because you have other things to focus on. You have other things to think about. And therefore, you really, 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 really want to make sure that you are balancing, right, the things that you need to do with the things that you want to do. Because with this energy, fun and hobbies are going to have to be put on the back burner more often than not over the next couple of weeks. How's everybody feeling? Everybody doing good? We're making excellent time. Okay. Scorpio, this is happening in your 8th house. So there's new beginnings, new information, new insights, communication coming. I think I said new. I said new information. Anyway, coming from other people's resources. All right. Again, this is somebody who's investing in you, taxes, like tax refunds, loans, grants, inheritances. This is all of these things. So there could be some new information or new beginnings based on the new information that you hear regarding one of these things. Okay. Because this is also happening in your 8th house, you might be going through it emotionally and spiritually. You might be facing some of the trauma, some of the drama that you've dealt with in the past. There could be triggers happening because you need to be reminded of this so that you can make a change, because you can't hold on to old shit, basically. All right. And this is an internal drama or trauma. You might also have a new sexual connection with your partner or partners, however you get down. Not my business. All right. But new beginnings in that department. Maybe you're also starting to open yourself up romantically to somebody. And And so then new traumas are not new traumas, the same old traumas are appearing, and you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable to get involved in this relationship. This can play out so many different ways, guys. So it's important to stay aware of some of the triggers that are popping up in the coming weeks for you. Sagittarius, this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. So this is another good placement for this new moon. Again, it's happening. This is affecting all the mutable signs the most, and that is great luck for us, okay? Because we need it, don't we? There are new opportunities in your relationships. So this could be a new opportunity to take your current relationship to the next level, start to develop an actual new romantic relationship with someone. I have a Sagittarius moon and I'm waiting on it, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. This could be not only an opportunity for a romantic partnership, but a new opportunity for business partnerships. And I will tell you, first and foremost, okay, we've kind of had it going on for a while, but I just started a new business partnership. It's going legit, and it is fucking phenomenal. New business deals, same, and this is my moon. So there's a lot of opportunities to sign different contracts and partner up with somebody with like-minded energy. And this is fantastic. And this is starting something that will last, again, because you have Mercury retrograde trining that Pluto in Capricorn. All right. Also, Sagittarius, this is affecting the babies. So some of you might be getting pregnant. I said what I said. Amen. Hey, though. All right. Capricorn, you are next. This is happening in your 6th house. So this means there might be new beginnings at work. You might meet new coworkers. There might be an opportunity to get a new job, and maybe it is a new position at the same company, because this doesn't necessarily mean going to a different location. This is new opportunities maybe within the same company, okay, same location. This is an opportunity for work-life balance. So everything that you have planned on doing, whatever you got going on at home, make sure you're making time to do that, because this energy is really going to kind of make you see that you really need that work-life balance right now, especially dealing with all the goals and things that you have going on at home. There could be changes at home. This could be changes like remodeling, or maybe there's a repair that needs done that just suddenly popped the fuck up, but it's one of those things you got to be home for. So even though you got a new job or you got a new this or that, you got a new routine, you might have to interrupt that to do something that pertains to the home. Okay. There could be miscommunications when it comes to finances or some sort of reduced income. Okay. And it could be, an issue with payroll. It can be maybe you had to reduce your hours, like I said, to stay at home to take care of some shit that you just had to do at home. That is also a possibility. Okay? But there's going to be a gentle nudge in the finance department. Okay? So you just have to be cautious and aware when these things happen. Like, okay, Goddess Magi said that. Fuck it. I'm prepared. I'm ready. Even if you're not necessarily prepared, you knew about it in advance. So you should be taking this information and holding on to it for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Because again, the new moon energy, especially this one, is lasting hardcore past, somebody is knocking, past the typical 2 weeks that I typically give for every new moon. Aquarius, this is happening in your 5th house. Casa de Cinco. I'm learning Spanish. Anyway, there could be new information coming from your children. There could be new information or new beginnings dealing with your children. Maybe your child has something going on. They start something new, so it indirectly affects you. This could be new insight, new information into your romantic partner. It could also be the beginning of you finding somebody new to date. This is definitely with the 5th house, the house of pleasure. So you might find new things that you are enjoying. Okay, and these things can bring luck. Again, don't forget, that's what I said. Every new beginning here is bringing luck in that house with this aspect to Aldi, the star. I feel like such a jackass when I say Aldi. I know that that's not it, people. I'm just saying Aldebaran. Aldebaran. I tried. We're calling it Aldi, okay? And y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, Aquarius. This could be new info or new beginnings. Maybe you start a new hobby, okay? Maybe your hobby starts bringing you money or luck. Maybe your child starts a new hobby or, like I said, something new in their life. And so now you have to deal with that as well. There will be more creativity. You might have found yourself in a rut these past few weeks. The energy has definitely been intense, but there is a burst of creativity that you can look forward to here in the next few weeks with this new moon in Gemini aspecting your 5th house, which is ruled by Leo / the sun. So again, you're going to have this burst of creative energy. Put it into a structured path. Put it into a positive outlet, and it's not going to steer you wrong. It is going to do exactly what it was meant to do. Okay? There could be better communication with friends and family as well here. So give it an opportunity to really communicate with certain loved ones about whatever it is. Everybody has their own bag of shit when it comes to family and friends and, disagreements and whatever. But maybe these conversations are long overdue. And now you have an opportunity to either give your side or maybe reach a better understanding through communication with certain friends and family you may have disagreed with or didn't see eye to eye with in the past. Last but certainly not least, Pisces. Pisces, you are the last of the mutable signs, and it is happening in your 4th house. So there are going to be lots of changes, new beginnings, new information, new insights coming from your 4th house of family. So this could be new beginnings at home. Maybe you move, maybe you relocate, maybe you remodel your home. This could be with new information. Maybe you were trying to purchase a home and you find out you get it. Maybe you're just now finding out that you got the house or you got the loan, you got the lease, whatever it is. There are changes dealing with the home and the family. Okay, so make sure that you are taking time for that so that you can address that the way you need to. You don't want to pass up good opportunities, smart investments dealing with the home as well. And this is also a time where you can use your finances or your income and direct it into projects that are going to make you more money. So now is one of the better times over the next few weeks for you to invest if that is something that you do. I would not recommend I'm not a financial advisor, whatever, the disclaimers. But I would not recommend that if that is something that you are not familiar with. But this could be a time, because new moon in Gemini also equals learning, for you to learn about future investments that your income can be directed into. Razzmatazz, baby. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped you. I kept it short. I kept it brief. Again, it's the new moon. It's nothing like the eclipses and certain other aspects that we're dealing with, but I feel like it needed a honorable mention. So as usual, stay witchy. I love you guys, and I hope to see you back here next time. Still trying to get consistent with my videos. When I can work for myself, then I will direct more time. Listen to me. Didn't we just say put the fucking energy into the thing? And here we are. I love you guys. Stay witchy, and thanks for joining me.